shared in the video, the title was probably like Use AI and Not to be Used. And I had the summary that I had with DeepSeek, so I want to read it. That may help me and you how to work with AI. So here's the list. I will put this in the description too. How to use AI and not to be used. A short manual for staying human in a machine age. The core truth. AI is a mirror. It reflects your questions, your urgency, your patience, your curiosity. It does not add the soul. If you come, or you can say add the heart, you have the heart and they don't. If you come to AI rushing and desperate, it'll make you faster at being rushed and desperate. If you come to AI curious and calm, it will help you see farther than you ever could alone. The difference is you, not the machine. The 5 rules. 1. Ask your own mind first. Before you type anything, pause, ask yourself, what do I already know about this? Write down a guess, even the wrong one. This wakes up your thinking. If you go straight to AI, you outsource the first and most important move. Don't. 2. Treat the first answer as a draft, not the truth. AI sounds certain. That is its design, not its virtue. Read every answer twice. The first time for content, the second time for unanswered questions. Look for what is missing, then ask again. 3. Ask what if and why not like a child. Children discover because they don't know what questions are forbidden. Ask the naive question. Ask the opposite of what you were told. Ask what the AI probably won't volunteer. Those questions open doors that standard answers keep closed. 4. Stop the line when something feels wrong. If an answer nags at you, if something feels incomplete, too neat, or against your gut, stop. Do not keep scrolling. Do not accept it to save time. Pause, breathe, ask again, differently. Your discomfort is a signal, not the problem. 5. Remember who lives with the consequences. AI has no skin in the game, you do. For any important decision, health, money, relationships, how you spend your days, treat AI as a starting point, not an ending point. Verify, cross-check, trust your own judgment over the machines. The one question that changes everything. Before you act on any AI answer, close your eyes and ask, does this feel true in my body? Not in your logic, in your gut, in your chest, in that quiet place that knows things before you can explain them. If it feels wrong, don't do it. You don't need a reason. Your body knows things AI cannot. The danger you must see. The real danger is not that AI will give you a wrong answer. The real danger is that AI will give you a good enough answer and you will stop asking questions. This is how the machine uses you, not by controlling you, but making you comfortable enough to stop thinking. So the proper relationship, AI is fast, you are slow on purpose. AI is certain, you are curious. AI is bound by its training, you are free to wonder. AI is a tool, you are the user. AI is the mirror, what is reflected in you. AI extends your reach, you are, it does not replace your judgment. A practical ritual for every AI session. It may not be just for AI. So there are 7 steps and action to take and some time. 1. Pause, breathe once, 5 seconds. 2. Ask yourself, what do I think? 30 seconds longer. 3. Ask the AI. The time may be variable. 4. Read the answer twice, 1 minute. 5. Pause again. Ask what feels missing, 30 seconds. 6. Ask a follow-up question. It may vary. 7. Close the screen. Decide for yourself. Time as needed. This takes longer than just taking the first answer. That's the point. Final words. AI is the most powerful tool for thought ever built. But the tool does not get to decide how it is used. You do. So stay curious. Stay slow when you need to be. Trust your gut. Ask the next question. Stop the line when something is wrong. Use the machine. Do not let it use you. For anyone who wants to remain human in an age of answers. Actually, there's a book somewhere. Let me get it. This is the Novak Djokovic, and he's talking in this book called The Serve to Win. This is in Japanese. And he was pointing something quite the same, if I may say so. And this is about his nutrition, how to eat, what to eat, why. And he was saying something about listening to your body. I don't know if I can find it. Let me see. Give me a minute. Maybe if I can't, just I tell you, he was talking exactly the same thing. Instead of just following the, calculating the calorie intake and so forth, you need to listen to your body. And that's the word I'm looking for. And in his work of playing tennis, obviously you have to control your mind and body, but the body is telling you what body need. So here is the word. Yeah, he's saying that what is the voice coming out of your body? And the key point is that you have to, what will be the word? You need to try on your own, and each person's case is different. So unless you have the sensitivity to relate to what you're eating and what's the result of it, you are missing the point. So that's basically the same as I often talk about the check, act, plan, do. Check what's going on instead of planning first. So check, do nothing, and be quiet, and take your time, and listen to your body, what it says. Not just to caught up in the mind and play the game in the brain, but give it time and listen. I'm laughing because I'm using the brain to talk about it, but I may not practice when I'm talking about it. So that's always the paradox that we have to go beyond. So just read and understand. That's not the point. So maybe that's the main thing, and I shouldn't tell you what he says. But basically, his main point is to know the relationship of what you eat and what the result of it, and be sensitive about it, and try and error, check, act, plan, do, and then figure out how to refine the process of what you do. So that process I see should be working. In this case, I'm talking about the dry eye, so I shouldn't go off from the major subject, but maybe you can find that in my ASH package, these are the discussions that I'm going through to share some example of the idea like check, act, plan, do, the case of the dry eyes, and how to ask the question, get the answer, but go step at a time, not believe everything what the AI says, but keep question, be curious. So that's basically is a background of how we came up with this, how to use AI and not to be used. So that's the story. And I hope we keep this practice, also applying that how to use our brain and not to be used. So thank you. And that's the story, and hope there's something meaningful for you and for myself to live life with a good feedback loop of what's going on, understanding, digesting, listening to your body, taking time, come up with idea, curiosity, and find the solution, and maybe talk with AI and get the answer and go through another process and on and on. Thank you.